Okay, so hopefully this will work and you'll also have the sound, which, it's me, so get used to it. I'll start with the New Mexico, because it's a fun ship to play. Four main guns, three barrels on each, a lot of secondaries. Rather cool ship. Since I've got this recording, you can see, if not, you can just look at how I've decked them out. So, battleship, basics of survivability and firefighting, obviously. Then you want to get this one because it gives you, as you can see, more uses on the repair ability, which is nice. For tier 4, this one is nice. 400 XP for each tier, so this is a tier 6, so that's what, 2,400 extra health. This is one I'm working towards. As you can see, it increases my main guns by 1 to 78 and my AA defense to 52, which is nice. And if I get this one, I can also get 2 more points worth of AA defense, so I'd actually have up to 54. As a comparison, because I own it, I'll switch to the Atlanta, which is, a fighter ship. Its base rating is 54. And that's before I take this thing, which would bring it up to 57, and then this one, so I'd be up to 67, which, awesome. So that'll probably be the next one I grab, and then I'll grab this one afterwards. The only reason I don't have this one, even though it's a cruiser, is because there's no things that the Atlanta uses. So I went with repairs because it's a glass cannon. All my other cruisers have this as their third one, more things to use. I also take this a lot for my cruisers and destroyers as soon as I can, because when your rudder gets knocked out or your engine gets knocked out, you can still move, which is life. And of course you use that on destroyers. But let's go back to the New Mexico. So as you can see, my artillery rating is a 77. Main battery reload time is, where is it? Should tell me. 1.8 rounds a minute. If I look at, well, let's just filter it. By battleships, my ARP Congo has a rating of 80. Or my Congo has a rating of 80. My ARP Congo has a rating of 82 because I put this thing on her, and that added 2 more. My Congo captain doesn't have that, but if I add it, he gets the 82. And if I look at modules and I look at upgrades, I've got this one. You put this on all battleships and pretty much everything else. But like if I go here, the second one, this gives me 20% secondary range, which is really good. But if I take this one, I lose a rating point because I think it slows the guns down and makes them not quite as effective. And if I make them more accurate, again, I lose that point of rating, which I'm not sure what that does, but I think if, like I said, if you had a Congo and I had a Congo, and you have the 79 and I have the 80, if I hit you, I will probably get a better chance to roll because I've got technically better guns. But we're going to the New Mexico. This one you can see the upgrades. This one, it's just 16% to maximum range, which allows you to fight against Congos and Myogis and the Japanese ones. This is not a bad one to have, but it slows you down. This one's not a bad, but it slows you down by 2 on this ship. Certain ships it slows you down, certain other ships it does nothing, and certain other ships it gives you a bonus. So I think it has to do with little things that we don't know about yet. But as you can see, fully upgraded. Ammunition and consumables. This is the gold. This is the gold. This is not, because I rarely use spotting aircraft. I normally get people within range and then I don't need it. So, let's go into a battle. You'll have to forgive me if I go silent because I'm not used to this recording stuff. Assuming it's recording everything, I don't know if it is or not. But we'll see. So one thing I like to do while I'm waiting for it to load is I click on this, have this checked. So like if I look at the Fuso, I'm a 77, he's an 82. So if I got him a couple more perks, I could get him up close to 80. I'd be closer in power than the Fuso. The New York, much better. Well, I'm better than him, and I could get even better than that. The Congos, that Congo only has a 78, so he only has 1 point better than me. This Congo is 2 points better than me. So, depending on what people have put on, yeah, see, the difference between me and the enemy New York is only 4 points. Our New York is 12 points. And since I'm a battleship and we're going into battle,
General Quarters.
Switching to AP, and I am going to go west because I'm on the west side. So silly Phoenix firing his guns already. View range, or gun range, that circle would actually be probably not even halfway through the islands if I didn't have that extend gun range module. Unless that Nuremberg starts to move. Oh, there he goes. I was going to have to go around him otherwise. Now, if I was in my Congo, I could already shoot halfway through the enemy cap. So much nicer on the Japanese for the guns. But you get fewer guns, especially at this tier. Later on, I think they get somewhat comparable, but this tier versus the Japanese, I've got 4 extra gun barrels, so we will see. If I'm not getting shot at, I try to stay with this kind of a angled approach. I'm coming in, but I'm coming in shallow until I know that there's nothing in front of me. Then I can go steep, straight up the side or whatever. So I'm staying at the back, going at full speed, and we will see what we see here. Hopefully the destroyers light something. And I'll try and show you the angling that I talked about earlier. But like if I was shooting at, well, let's just say if I was shooting at that Minakaze, I'd be aiming here. If I was shooting at that Nuremberg, I'd be aiming about there, just in front of his ship and such. So, if I was shooting at this guy, I'd be shooting probably about here, maybe this far away or in this area, trying to keep it at the 11-12 mark. Nothing in front of us, so I don't know what the enemy team is doing, so we'll go north. So let's say there was somebody at D3. So I'd sail it towards them like this, and then I would, when I was ready to fire, I'd go like this and bring the guns out. And then after I fire, I immediately go back into, as soon as my ship turns, can be a little bit bad sometimes, I'd immediately go back into this kind of, they're only shooting at the narrow part of my ship. It does work, so, you know, you can use it. Cruisers, it's just easier to snake back and forth, maybe do the occasional 360 turn to throw them off. That Fuso is coming into range. Now I can't see him, but it's probably going to be about here. Assuming I clear that. No, I didn't. Well, one of them did. And you could see that I was close. So, he's Japanese, so I'm going to be aiming at 10. If he was American, I would be aiming at 6. But he's Japanese, so I'm going to aim at 10. Sort of midline on his hull. And boom. That's the way it goes. Now, I was a little bit on the forward end of his ship, so I could probably aim at 9.5. Now, oh, he's turning directly in towards me to avoid those torpedoes. Oh, he died before we could do anything. So, and if you look up at the top where the little timer is, you can see that I only hit him with 2 shells, but I got a citadel penetration because I hit the front part of his ship pretty much vertical. I do that a lot to cruisers and a lot of other little things like that. Now I'm going to want to bring those guys into gun range. That Kuma at that range is going to be a 10. May or may not hit him. Oh, he turned. And he actually stopped, so designating him for my secondaries, because secondaries, he's stopped dead for whatever reason, which, well, he's got a little bit of steerage. So at this angle, this is pretty much where I'm going to be aiming these next shots. If he were to start to turn, I would switch this to a 5. That, he kind of turned to get around that island. And now he's going to try and do a torpedo launch on me or the battleship beside me. Yeah, see that thing at the back there would be a 10, but he's out of range. And that's a Kuma. I was within his range, so I know there's torpedoes coming. Now, oh, German. So he's going to be right about there. Let's see. And oh, just hit the island. If I'd maybe been a little bit closer, it would have cleared it. But he was right on the edge. But I had the range right. That's the important part. This guy's being an idiot. He's going backwards. So he's going to be about there. And 5. Not bad. Dispersion will do that to you. Sometimes I'd shoot that guy and I'd hit him with 10, so... But he's about to die. Looks like that Kuma died. Now this guy is right on my edge. So I can't really shoot him. So, like I was saying, like to shoot at that destroyer. And 2 hits on a destroyer. I will take that. If I'd had HE loaded, he'd be fucked. Or at least seriously hurt. Maybe on fire. This guy's a lot closer. He's going to actually start being in the 5-6 range. Should have gone maybe to 7. Plus he was turning, so it's a little bit trickier. But see, if he were to, see how he slides when he turns? You aim at 5, 6, and close. A little bit off. But you're at least in the ballpark. Oh, there's the Carl shoe. He's at a bit of an angle. But let's see. So that was at a 10, at an angle, because he was going away. He's turning. 3 hits. Main battleship guns should have gone right through him and done maximum damage, but eh. Now he's going straight, a little bit this way. And come on, buddy, turn. We'll see if those ones get him. He's kind of wiggling back and forth, so... 4 main hits on a chasing target. I'll take it. Oh. Now there's a Congo. He's going away from me. So he's actually going to be about there. And I have to go a little bit higher because he's going away from me at an angle. But remember, that's where I was aimed at. And drop. 9 hits. He's not happy. I'm going to straighten out my ship a little bit because I can. And to keep him in range just a little longer. Let's see if we can hit him with 9 again. And drop. 4 more hits. I'm ripping him open. Gotta watch the destroyer, but he's at 10. See, now here's the thing. I'm going at such an angle, and I've been avoiding the destroyers, that he's out of my gun range. But this guy is coming into my range. Now he is German, and he's coming at it almost straight in. So, oh, is he going to turn? Yep, there's the turn. He's going to turn sharp. You'll notice I fired at 5. I didn't go out to 10. But because of that turn, 1. When they do a turn, you're lucky to get 1 sometimes, but other times, that's when I detonate their magazines. He's turning again. If I was reloaded, I could fire here. Congo is out of range behind the island, but I'm coming in again, as you can see on the map. Now I'm almost pointed straight at him. As you can see, my rear guns can't fire. But if he clears that island, which he should do very, very, very soon, I can unmask my main batteries. Oh, a little bit too hard. Turn back a little bit. And let's see. So that was at a 10. Three more hits, coming in almost directly straight down on him. If I'd hit a couple more, he'd be dead, because he's on so low health. Somebody else is oh, they lit him on fire, so I might get a killing blow here. I will take it. I will snipe him. Oh! So, there you go. 35 main hits, 1 Citadel. I mean, the targets were in and out behind islands or, you know, destroyers. But you saw that. If I had been able to fire again, that Congo would have been mine. I mean, I got 16 hits on him. I got 5 on the New Mexico. I got 8 on the Karlsruhe, 2 on the destroyer. I wasn't shooting at the destroyers a lot. 3 on the Fuso, that 1 critical hit, and 2 on the Kuma, which I only had that tiny little window on him. So, let's go back to port, and I'll show you what a Congo's like. And I'll show you the Congo as opposed to the ARP because you don't have it. But this one, you can definitely get. I know, I'm probably talking a lot. But that was an American battleship. This is a Japanese, but the rules and the distances, at least on the gun scale, pretty much identical. At least they should be. I mean, every once in a while you're going to have those days where you hit, like, left side, right side of the ship, all your shells, you didn't hit a single thing. And it's like, okay, range was right, just RNG. You fire again, and he does something, and blah. But let's take a look here. So, New York, I'm 7 better. Enemy Congo, I'm 1 better. Myogi, I'm 4 better. Our Wyoming, I'm 15 better. So he's not upgraded. The fact that his AA defense is so tiny and his maneuverability is shit, but he has better concealment, that means he's got the smaller hull. Our Myogi, I'm 4 better. So these two are identical. But the New York, I outclass. And if I had a couple more skills on this guy, I would have 80, 81, 82, maybe 83 better, which it's a huge difference. Nothing else.
Battle starts.
So again, we're loaded up with AP. And as you can see, my gun range is, I mean, I'm already shooting into their cap if I was loaded. So, do I want to go north or south? North is a little bit more close quarters. If I was in an American battleship, yeah. But I'm in the Congo, so south is fine. 4 guns, 2 turrets, lots of side turrets. Having the extra little 5, 4, and of course the repair is nice.
Enemy force detected.
And that Congo. Okay, he's coming at an angle. So there. Now he's disappeared from sight, but yeah, 2 hits. That's all the way across the map. I will take 2 hits out of this many guns. Now, he's going to full military power. That was at a 10. The other one was at a 5. Let's see. And I had the right range. I just got RNG'd. In fact, he's probably going a slightly bit slower, or it's the angle. Let me just see what else is in the open. Sorry if this is kind of confusing. But I'm trying to look... Ah, there's the New York. Now for that guy... I make you bet it's right about here. At 6. This is probably the 6. I'm just waiting for him to clear before I flip. Okay, I'm going to start the flip. I'll get in there. And... big dispersion. He's turning. But it was damn close. Oh, I've got little ships over here that are shooting at me. That Myogi, I would probably shoot right about here because of the angle. This guy, he's turning, I could shoot here and nail him. I'm going to use my range a little bit, because I can outrange all the cruisers. I mean, hell, I can hit their aircraft carrier from here if I can see him. There he is. I just might. That is worth killing. And if you notice... Oh, I'm going away from him. So let's crash stop and... Now that was extreme range. I didn't get all the guns in, and I kind of made it a little bit longer, but that was close. Okay, St. Louis. Oh, that was a little bit mistimed because of the island. I just realized I'm going backwards, something I tell people never to do. Okay, let's get this straightened out, because... Oh, the Myogi is shooting at me. Good guns on that thing. But my armor's a lot better than his. Oh, there's the enemy Congo. That was at, what, 9? 9.5? Not quite 10? 4 hits. I'll take it. Oh, I've got fighters, which is another reason I want some anti-aircraft cover on my ship. But I'm almost reloaded. Now he's starting to turn in, so that might miss him. Yeah, that's he went into a dead stop. Not sure why. But it is a tactic at long range if somebody is shooting you. Okay, this guy. He's German. He's probably going to be dead, though. Yep, but... bam. We would have hit him. Myogi, right now, I could shoot him there. Easily hit him there. But I think I want that Langley. And he doesn't appear to be moving. So, we will see. Ha! I hit him.
We've sunk an enemy aircraft carrier.
He wasn't moving. Oh, and that Myogi just ran aground.
Reporting a target position.
I know. I sniped the kill from the whoever was shooting him. But you take the points you can get. He's backing up.
Concentrate fire on the target.
Now he's Japanese, so I gave him a little bit more room. 3 hits, decent damage. And he completely missed me, and I'm about to reload.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Oh, we've got a New York over here. A little bit lucky. They dropped on that wreck. So, now he's moving. And he's turning.
Main turret critically damaged.
5 hits. I did way more damage to him than he did to me. And again, I'm angled, so his shells, they're not going to do much. And it looks like he's firing HE because reasons. So from this angle, all my guns... Oh! 2 of my guns are the other way. Oh, and he's recovering health. I don't want that. Now, normally I'd go the other way, but he's in a hard turn, so he's going to give me his side. Right about there.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
That's the way you do it. Now, Mr. Myogi. St. Louis. He's turning a little bit. Shots out. And... one. A little bit harder when they're completely knife edge onto you, because obviously it's a little harder. At this range, this angle, I can probably pop him right here. Assuming nobody else gets him, while that destroyer was about to. Oh, that was a little weak. I never said I was perfect, I just said I was getting a lot better. Guess who likes going backwards? Oh, I would have hit him. Gotta get off this border, it's not letting me. That guy I can't really hit. This guy, at this spread, oh, a little bit of lag. That was pretty much on target at that range. Now, of course, I've got HP or HE loaded. Now he's coming in on our Myogi, who's going to be a bit fucked. That was the turn. Come on. Damn it. That thing is... he's probably got his speed boost on. Or he sharpened his turn. Americans are a little bit hard to get. Yeah. That other guy's just spraying in there. And he ran himself aground. So that was an 11, but he slowed down to turn to nuke the Myogi. But I was in the right area, so I've got the range right. I mean, he's maneuvering hard to avoid stuff. And he'll be lucky. Oh, there's the other one. And of course I just blasted the mountain because reasons. Hate when that happens. Now I can actually probably fire over this one if I can get a really good line of sight. Which I'm about to have. That was at 5.5. Oh, he's doing S's. So he's a little bit trickier to hit. If he was closer, I could really hit him. but I can aim about there. He's going to go behind that hill. Will I drop on him? That was damn close. He stopped. He's actually backing up. Oh, no, he flipped. He did a reverse. And I'm about to run aground. Emergency crash stop. Ooh, somebody hit him. Looks like with torps. If you emergency crash stop and do your turn, you make a really sharp, hard turn. It's kind of nice in a battleship. Not my best, but you could see the ranges I was aiming at and the dispersion. Not bad. 23 main hits. I mean, we were behind things sometimes, and I was switching between targets. But we got the Langley. Almost got that guy. That's what that means. It means I got very, very close to hitting him. Or I did hit him, but it just didn't pen. So. Like I said with this, I want this thing for 2, and I want this one for the AA defense. And I want this one as well for AA defense. After that, I'm going for right now, I'm going for this one. I want the extra health. Or I might just grab this one for my AA defense first. So this, that, this one, then this one. After that, get this one. You can see torpedoes farther away. This thing to know when you're spotted. This one because it helps. This one. None of these other ones really... I mean, this one, yeah, this will be probably the last thing I get. And this one. This is nothing. This one, is it that one? Yeah, that one's a good one to get. But I will end this here. And hopefully upload this properly, maybe to Facebook. Hopefully you can watch it. We will see. Now I gotta figure out how to do this, of course. Win Alt R.